When your cat suddenly stares at an empty wall, a dark corner, or follows something invisible with their eyes, do you actually know what that means? It looks strange, maybe even a little unsettling, like they're seeing something you can't. But behind that stillness, there's something deeper that most people miss. It's one of the most emotionally loaded things your cat can do. And if you ignore it or laugh it off, which most owners do, you might be missing signals your cat is trying to send in their most alert and vulnerable state. Let's start with what this ghost staring really means. Have you ever felt that moment when your cat freezes, eyes locked onto something that isn't there? Most people think it's something supernatural, that maybe your cat is reacting to something invisible in a way we can't explain. But here's what's actually happening. Your cat isn't seeing nothing. They're detecting micro-movements, faint shadows, tiny vibrations, and subtle sound frequencies your senses completely miss. To you, it's an empty space. To your cat, it's full of signals. Think about that for a second. Your cat is not disconnected in that moment. They are more connected to reality than you are. And here's what most people don't realize. If your cat stays calm while doing this, no puffed fur, no defensive posture, it means they feel safe while being fully aware. That's a very specific emotional state, alert but not afraid. And by the way, if your cat ever pauses during this behavior and slowly turns to look at you, don't brush it off. We'll come back to that later, because that moment carries meaning most owners never understand. Have you ever wondered why cats react to things long before you even notice anything? Most people assume it's random or just curiosity, but here's what's actually happening. A 2021 study from the University of Kyoto found that cats can detect high-frequency sounds and subtle environmental changes far beyond human capability. Their hearing extends to frequencies nearly 3 times higher than ours. At the same time, their eyes are built to capture motion in low light conditions where human vision struggles. Rethink about that for a second. Your cat lives in the same home as you, but experiences a completely different version of it. Researchers who study feeling perception call this enhanced sensory layering. But emotionally, it means something else. When they stare into space, they are not imagining something. They are observing a layer of reality your brain filters out. And here's where it gets even more powerful. They don't panic. They don't run.
El clima de hoy es absolutamente hermoso.
Excellent. You got the intonation exactly right. Next sentence. Me gustaría pedir un café grande, por favor. Me gustaría pedir un café grande, por favor. Perfect! Your phrasing is improving so quickly. Keep up the good work.
They stay, which means they trust the environment they are sensing. And if they stay near you during this, they trust you too. Have you ever noticed your cat stares at the same exact spots again and again? Corners, doorways, ceilings, windows. Most people think it's just a habit, but here's what's actually happening. Cats constantly scan and update their internal map of their territory. They combine visual input with scent memory to confirm that everything is where it should be. Behavioral scientists refer to this as territory verification. Your cat is asking one silent question: is everything still safe? And scent plays a huge role in this. Cats have scent glands in their cheeks, paws, and forehead. Every time they brush against something, they leave invisible markers. So even when they're just staring, they are checking those invisible boundaries. Think about that for a second. Your home isn't just a place to them, it's a network of familiar signals. And you are part of that network. You are not just someone who lives there, you are something they've mapped as safe. And hey, if this makes sense to you, hit like and subscribe. It helps us reach more cat lovers who actually want to understand what their cat is really saying. Now here's where it gets deeper. Have you ever wondered why your cat can stay completely still for so long while staring? Most people think it's just focus, but here's what's actually happening. A 2020 study from the University of Lincoln showed that domestic cats retain strong crepuscular instincts from their wild ancestors. Their brains are designed to be most active during low light hours, when survival once depended on it. In the wild, stillness meant everything. Move too soon, you miss prey. React too slowly, you become prey. El clima de hoy es absolutamente hermoso. Excellent! You got the intonation exactly right. Next sentence. Me gustaría pedir un café grande, por favor. Me gustaría pedir un café grande, por favor. Perfect. Your phrasing is improving so quickly. Keep up the good work. So, cats evolved to freeze, observe, and process. Think about that for a second. That exact same system is active in your home today. But here's the emotional shift. Your cat is no longer surviving. They are safe. And yet they still run that system, which means something very important. They are choosing to stay in that heightened state without fear because of you. You changed the meaning of their instincts. Have you ever noticed your cat behaves differently when strangers are around? Maybe they hide, or they stay tense, or they leave the room entirely. Most people think cats are just distant or unpredictable, but here's what's actually happening. Cats don't enter a calm, alert state around people they don't trust. They either stay defensive or they leave. But when your cat is staring into the night while staying close to you, something else is happening. They are choosing to remain in a vulnerable awareness state, in your presence. Think about that for a second. That means you are not a threat. You are part of their sense of stability. And what makes this even more meaningful is they don't offer that to everyone. Not to strangers, not even to every person in the same home. This is selective. This is intentional. And it means you are someone they've fully accepted into their safe world. Now, let's come back to something we mentioned earlier. Have you ever seen your cat staring into nothing, then suddenly turning their head to look directly at you? Most people ignore it. But here's what's actually happening. A 2022 study from the University of Sussex found that cats use intentional eye contact as a form of communication with humans they trust. This includes gaze shifts during moments of heightened awareness. So when your cat breaks focus and looks at you, they are not distracted. They are checking in. Think about that for a second. They are switching from instinct to connection, from scanning their environment to acknowledging you. And here's the part most owners never realize. In that moment, your cat is balancing two worlds, the one they sense and the one they share with you. Remember earlier when I said if your cat looks back at you during this behavior, it matters? This is what I was talking about. They are not asking for help. They are confirming something, that you are still there, that you are part of their safe reality, that even while they are aware of everything around them, they choose to stay connected to you. That is not small. That is trust in its quietest form. Now, here's something most people overlook. What happens when your cat stops doing this? No more staring, no more scanning, no more quiet awareness. Most people don't notice. But here's what's actually happening. Behavioral scientists have observed that changes in environmental awareness can signal emotional stress or physical discomfort in cats. Because what looked like nothing was actually a consistent pattern. Think about that for a second. Your cat was engaged, aware. El clima de hoy es absolutamente hermoso. Excellent. You got the intonation exactly right. Next sentence. Me gustaría pedir un café grande, por favor. Me gustaría pedir un café grande, por favor. Perfect. Your phrasing is improving so quickly. Keep up the good work. Connected to their space. So when that disappears, something has shifted. Maybe it's stress. Maybe it's discomfort. Maybe it's something deeper. This is where most owners get it wrong. They wait for loud signs, but cats communicate through quiet changes. So the next time that stillness disappears, don't ignore it. So when your cat stares at an empty corner or follows something you can't see, do you actually know what it means? It's not ghosts. It's not imagination. It's awareness. It's instinct. It's trust. It's your cat experiencing a world layered beyond yours while choosing to stay grounded beside you. That's not strange behavior. That's connection inside awareness. And that quiet moment where they observe, pause, and then look back at you, that's not nothing. That's your cat choosing you, even when their instincts are fully active. That's not them seeing something else. That's them including you in what they see. And that moment, it was never small to them.
and it shouldn't be small to you either. El clima de hoy es absolutamente hermoso. Excellent. You got the intonation exactly right. Next sentence. Me gustaría pedir un café grande, por favor. Me gustaría pedir un café grande, por favor. Perfect. Your phrasing is improving so quickly. Keep up the good work.